The third knock always came softer, like a goodbye. That morning, my husband slept beside me, breathing evenly, as if he hadn't just answered someone hidden inside our walls. I lay still, counting the seconds after the sound faded. 20 years of dawns, 20 years of pretending it was pipes, wind, my imagination. That morning, I decided it was time to stop pretending. I married him for his silence. He was steady, predictable, a man who built things with his hands and never raised his voice. When the knocks started, a month after we moved in, he told me old houses settle. I believed him because belief was easier than suspicion, and because love makes excuses faster than lies do. We built a life in that house. Children, dinners, anniversaries marked with cheap wine and quieter smiles. The knocks became routine, always 3, always at dawn. He'd stir, sometimes place a hand flat against the wall like he was feeling a pulse. I never asked why. I should have. The first crack in him wasn't the sound, it was the secrecy. Locked rooms, cash withdrawals, a second phone hidden in the garage insulation. I told myself every marriage has shadows. I told myself I was paranoid. Women like me learn to swallow questions whole. Until I found the deed. The house wasn't just ours. A trust held partial ownership, a private trust, renewed annually. His name, another woman's signature. The date matched the year the knocks began. Pain didn't come first. Clarity did. I started listening differently. I woke earlier. I marked times. I placed a glass against the wall. I followed him when he thought I was asleep. I installed cameras he never noticed. I learned the rhythms of a secret life lived inches from my own. Behind that wall was a narrow, hidden corridor, accessed from the basement, soundproofed, legal according to permits filed under shell companies. He wasn't hiding a thing, he was hiding someone. A woman lived there, not a lover in the way stories like to simplify. She was older, sick, dependent. His first wife, declared dead 20 years ago after a convenient fire overseas. The trust paid for her care. The knocks were her signal. 3 taps, every dawn. Proof she was still alive, and proof he was still choosing her. I didn't confront him. Confrontation is for people who want explanations. I wanted leverage. I copied everything. Medical records, financial trails, trust documents, video of him entering the wall at dawn, every morning, faithful as a priest. I met quietly with lawyers, with accountants, with a woman who specialized in correcting deaths that were legally premature. Then I waited. On our anniversary, I told him I wanted to renovate the bedroom. He smiled. Relief flickered. He thought I was fixing the wrong wall. The first strike was legal. I challenged the trust's validity using forged death statutes. The second was financial. I froze accounts linked to medical fraud. The third was personal. I restored a woman to the living. When I broke the wall, he was standing behind me. The hammer felt heavier than it should have. Each swing echoed like a confession. Drywall crumbled. The corridor revealed itself. And at the end, a door. 3 knocks came from the other side. His voice cracked when he said my name. I opened the door. She looked at me with tired eyes and no guilt. She knew who I was. She always had. He had loved us both, just not enough to be honest with either. The fallout was surgical. Police, lawyers, a public correction of a death certificate, a fraud investigation that unraveled decades of careful lies. He lost the house first, then his reputation, then his freedom. In the courtroom, he finally looked small, not angry, just exposed. When he met my eyes, he searched for mercy. I gave him silence. The house is quiet now. No knocks, no secrets breathing through walls. I sleep through dawns I used to dread. People ask how I didn't know. I tell them the truth. I knew. I just waited until knowing could hurt him more than it hurt me. Some walls are built to hide love. Some are built to hide cowardice. I live in the space where both finally collapsed.